Colonial time, special Colonial time edition. We're going to go for 5 minutes and approximately 12 seconds because we haven't done it in a while. And while we've been away, James Madison has just been ripping through the FCS playoffs as expected.
Yep.
Last week, 17-0 was the final, right?
Yeah.
Looked like 77-0. Like, as far as that defense played, there was no way on planet Earth that Northern Iowa was ever going to score. And Signetti actually literally said as much, I found out after the game, in the locker room at halftime, went to his offensive coaches and said, hey, just don't screw it up, man. Just don't throw the ball to the other team anymore, because if we just go 3 and out forever, our defense is going to never let them score. They have no shot. And he was right, and they did exactly that. I mean, I'm talking to
literally
Kyle
what
during the
they
game,
did.
and I'm like, dude, they're literally just running ISO repeatedly. And it didn't matter. He was dead right. That defense is as dominant as I've ever seen at this level. I don't think there's an offense out there that they can't shut down. Certainly neither of the offenses or none of the 3 offenses that are left on the table. But quick thoughts from JMU's quarterfinal win against Northern Iowa.
The lead felt insurmountable once they scored that touchdown.
Yeah, like any points on the board, and it was like, well, it's over with.
Yeah. No, they didn't allow Northern Iowa to cross midfield until the very last drive of the game, when they were just in like total prevent, like do whatever you want. It's a 17-point game with 2 minutes to go.
Right.
They can do that against North Dakota State. Watch North Dakota State play Illinois State, who is a pretty good defense. They're a top 10 FCS defense, but they're not JMU. They couldn't throw the ball. They struggled to run the ball. They kicked 3 field goals. They can do that. They can do that against Weber this weekend, and they can do that against NDSU and Frisco in a few weeks. I really believe that.
It's rather presumptuous that you're already penciling North Dakota State into the final.
That's how confident I am in this defense and the run game. Because, like you said, it was like 3rd and 11 with 9 minutes to go in the 4th. They did not even think about throwing the ball.
No.
It was just a run. Straight up.
It was funny because when they finally did throw a couple passes on the perimeter late in the 4th, the TV guys were like, it's been there all night long. I'm like, there's a reason they're not throwing it. It's not because they don't think it's there. Yeah, so the deal with Weber State, 31 takeaways this year.
Yes.
You got to be careful with the ball there, because the only way Weber State is going to beat JMU is if they're getting the takeaways and then, flipping the field and points off turnovers, et cetera, et cetera.
And that's what you got to be careful with. Ben DiNucci did have a pick in the end zone. He's had some struggles with that kind of stuff.
Be nice.
I am. I'm just saying he's had some struggles in bigger games with forcing the ball a little bit. So if they avoid that, maybe stick to those short screen perimeters. They have great receivers that can make guys miss and turn screen passes into huge gains, and then the run game. I think we'll see him in Frisco.
Anything else you'd like to add to that, Michael?
No, I'm just it's funny that you're automatically putting NDSU, you said, in the finals. Is there a chance that they see the other end of that game,
Montana State,
in the finals?
I don't see it.
And if so, like, do they just walk in?
I think North Dakota State is a lot like JMU in that, like last week, I think offensively they got to a point where their defense was so dominant, and I don't know this. I could be completely wrong, but I think their defense was so dominant in that game that they just said, you know what? We're just not going to get fancy here at all. We're just going to keep everything real close to the vest and bleed this clock out and move on, survive and advance type of thing. North Dakota State is built that way. JMU is built that way. With respect to Weber State and Montana State, both of whhom have really good defenses, I don't think defensively either of those teams are that dominant where they can literally just decide, okay, we're up by 2 scores. Now we're going to punt for the rest of the game. So I think it's pretty safe to pencil in the 2 of them in Frisco. But again, that is contingent on eliminating turnovers this week, because turnovers will change the entire complexion of everything. They have to be careful with the football. And if they get to Frisco, we'll meet them there. We'll take some cameras. We'll do a little all-access. I still have to get permission from Chris. Chris, please. It'd be cool because all we have to do is drive up the road. So that'd be a nice change of pace after we went across country to hang out with them. Now they can come hang out with us. Pulling for JMU, obviously a great season in the CAA, about 1 million All-Americans. We've posted, I think, 2 or 3 of those teams on FloFootball.com if you're not aware, the AP and the Hero for sure. So check that out, and hopefully JMU knocks out this next win, moves on to the championship round, and we'll come back next week and we'll talk some more James Madison on Colonial time.